Armory and More. And YouTube, as that sign says, not for sale. Everything in this video and everything we talk about is not for sale. We never say they're for sale. We never touch anything. Nothing is for sale, including that right there. There's a sign right there. It says not for sale. There's also another one on this side, not for sale. All right, YouTube. Everything's in a safe manner. What's up, MOL? How's it going? Or Mole, I guess we called you. I'm back. Sure you are. See ya. Thanks for coming by. 2 people in the chat. Please double tap the screen if you could. Hope you're having a blessed evening so far. What's up, Brantley? No doggies are in here. They're outside. I just let them outside. Got some water in the cup there. Yeah, Canella's outside. So Skittles. Yippers. How's your guys' Sunday? Yes, sir, I am, and I will. Thank you. How's your Sunday going, guys? How was your guys' day? Let's see here if I can. There we go. We'll put it like that. Oh, the doggies want to come inside. She's going to stay outside. They don't need to go inside right now. I just put them out. I meant the cinnamon doggy isn't for sale. Oh, yeah, you know that. Well, it says pretty good church day, too. Yes, it was. Unfortunately, I was not feeling very well this morning. My ear, I laid on it wrong, and it was hurting really bad. And I just felt achy. I still am a little achy. Marquina, how's it going? What's up? Well, not a lot. Just chilling here in the man cave. Just chilling here in the man cave. Thought I'd come on for at least an hour. We'll see. I might go on Twitch after that. Because Twitch, you can touch firearms in a safe manner. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I just didn't feel the greatest for some reason. I don't know why. Not sure why. Only says I have the flu, so I had to watch service here at home. Gotcha. Well, we home church, so we don't have a camera set up or anything or recording. Oh, excuse me. Going Kyle Hunt. I need to do some of that. I want to use that one right there, the 338 Lapua on one of them. Oh, you're going tonight? Okay, there you go. There you go. And I got this gimbal that follows me around. I don't think you've seen that, Mole. What's up, AT? Good evening. Yes, they get my deer. Oh, that ain't good. And then because your deer, you want to, have when it's deer season, probably. I take it anyways. Most of the time, that's what you want them for deer season. Yep. Excuse me. That's a good one. Oh, yeah, that'll take out coyotes. I haven't tried it on coyote. It would do some carnage. The 338 Lapua. Did you have a chance to check out the service? Pastor didn't preach, but a pastor from Poland preached. Not more than just the other day when I brought it up on the tablet, which I don't even have in here. I think the only thing I have in here is the phone. And our gimbal looks like it's fully charged, and our phone is, so we should be good. He says, oh, yeah. I would probably normally use, in the past, all I had was a 22. But I've got way more now. I've got 270s, 308s, 30-06, 30-30s, 223, 556, 762 by 39. I mean, I've got stuff that just go. My favorite shotgun is a 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk. My favorite bolt action is that 338 Lapua that I just showed in the corner. My favorite semi-automatic is the AK-47 right there. Favorite lever action is this one right here. It's a Model 92 from 1895. My favorite revolver is my 460 Magnum. It's a Smith & Wesson. And my favorite semi-automatic is my TTI Combat Canic. Use 556. There you go. Starts at 2 Eastern time, so I think that's 12 your time. It's 8-ish here now. Oh, that starts pretty late then, huh? We'll be right back. Okay, see you, Elijah. Oh, hi, by the way. Sure, 12 my time your service starts. And it starts at 2 your time. That is interesting. We don't have daylight savings time though, so we're an hour behind, or sorry, an hour ahead of California. Try to use 50 for coyote. That would do it. I know of one channel or two of them that have used a 50 on it. Poor coyotes. I might try to restart the live, see if it'll get more people in. It only went up to 4 or 5. Sometimes when it's first new, it'll maybe go up to 15 or 20 since the new algorithms kicked in. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'd start it right up again. And you could just come right on back in. I need to do some more lives on my second channel. Try to get some more hours on that one. Yeah, our church building burned just a little over a year ago on Thanksgiving night. So we have to share a church building. So we started to. Oh, got you. They plan on rebuilding sometime? Yeah, because then their service probably gets out like noon and then people stay around till 1. What's it called? His church? I can't remember. He shared me the website before. 50 for a black bear. That would still be a little overkill, but it would work definitely. I plan on using this right here, this 44 Magnum, with the 460 on my chest right here. I need to get some bear hard cast though for 44 mag. That thing is accurate, so I need to get some hard cast for it. No scope, just open sights. It'll be perfect for bear. FPC Buford. There it is. Yeah, I need to get some hard cast. I have some 44 mags, but they're not. I don't think they're hard cast. They're what do I have? I have. Let me see. Where there's that? I have some big bore that have the picture of a bear on it. Remington mag. Then I have some PPU. I have some MagTech. I have some Hornady FTX or FTX, I think they are, with the red tip. And then some semi-jacketed hollow points. Once I used the 22 LR. On what? Squirrels? That'd be the best thing. My doggie, she just keeps scratching the door. She does not need to come in. Lowest I used on a squirrel is 5.56. Let's see. There are a lot of videos on here of my church building burning down. Oh, on YouTube? They have I take it they have, or on your channel, on Brantley Hicks 934. A 22? No. Yeah. I've only known one person who used a 22 on a bear that actually killed it. It was an older lady. I read up on it. It was a documentary on here on YouTube. She used a 22 to get a bear one time. I was kind of shocked, but she knew how bears' heads were made. She saw it 6 times right in here in the soft spot, and it passed away on YouTube. No, it's not easy to shoot a bear with 22. I mean, as in physically doing it, yeah, anybody can if you can live to tell the tale. What's up, Russell? Welcome. Anything can be shot at. It's just if you survive to tell the tale. Thanks, Russell, for coming in. Let's see. Pastor's first message after it burned called Living Through the Fire. Yeah, I did see that. When I hopped on the website, it showed that. Russell says no. No to what? Shooting a bear with a 22? Yeah, it seems a little fishy. Oh, NP, no problem. Gotcha. Gotcha, mate. Thank you so much for coming by. Been a lovely day. Been a chilly one. I've been inside most of the time. Magnum Ponderons. Now your tail's even getting farther. You're getting farther into your hole, Marquina. Stop while you're still ahead. You're gonna bury yourself. Did you get a chance to watch the whole thing? No, I haven't watched it at all. I just saw it when I pulled up the website that one evening. Well, I was just going to do a questionnaire there, and it just disappeared. Please pull up questionnaire. Where to go? Oh, they took away those games that were on here. Good. Those things were garbage. Let's see. I need to figure out something here. Turn on my all comments. There we go. All messages. What's up, Michigan? Sorry, it wasn't letting everybody in here. Had Chaos Track all over last night. Spent the day setting more traps. There you go. Sorry if you were messaging earlier, Michigan. I didn't have it set on the right setting on all comments. They don't make a lot of magazines that are 100 for 22. I know there's like some really rare full fun switch that has a big old round disc this big on it. That's a rare pew pew. Brandon Herrera has one. It's full auto. That's 100. But I'm not sure how many actually are 100. 50's more plausible. I have some 25s, I think. My doggy, she just keeps scratching the door outside to get in. Hey, welcome back, buddy. Yeah, I noticed they took those little games away, which I'm glad they did. It was a waste. Now they need to put their time and energies instead of into that little game they made to that they don't have anymore to put into customer service. See you, Marquina. What's up, creator? What's going on, Russell? I'm not sure. What happened? Thanks for coming in, creator. Can I camp in your backyard? My backyard? What happened? See you, Marquina. See ya. Same to you. Don't fall in that hole you were digging. It's all right. I just had to say that. Got a little itchy spot on my back there all of a sudden. I don't know why, mate. Oh, I did get a few raccoons up today. I use a Savage Mall 24 for trapper gun. It's an under over 22 top, 20 gauge bottom. Oh, kind of like a Drillings in a way then. A Drillings maybe is usually a 3-barrel. 22 top, 20 gauge bottom. That's neat. Model 24. Who is it? Is it I think at Bullseye Ben, he has a CZ that's a 20 gauge and a 30-06, I think, or a 12 and a 30-06. You hate Canada, yeah. What's going on? Apasa. Que pasa? Yeah. Not quite how you spell it, but what's going down, bud? Hey, Real Outdoors Living. Guys, check his channel out. Awesome content. He had 2 lives going today. One of them he actually bent up his glasses all crooked. Poor guy. Not much. We just got live about 13 minutes ago. Why wrestle? Like Canada, I just hate the border. The border? Yep. Yep. Check his channel out, guys. Awesome content at Real Outdoor Living. First gun I ever shot was a Trapper 30-30, top 20 gauge under. Oh, there you go. 30-30 and 20. Over under 30-30, 20. Nice. I don't have any that are like that. I have side-by-side shotguns, but not over and unders of anything. Hey, what's up, Beyond Raging? How you doing? I think when I first met you, I kept calling you Beyond Raging Bulls. As in, like, bull. A toro. A good old, big old toro. Clausen says, yesterday, I couldn't even defend myself against my attacker. Would have gone to jail. That's crazy. They don't believe in self-defense in Canada? It's the bad guy's the hero? I fish a lot in Canada and come back to the U.S. is a pain in the bleep with fish. Oh, LOL, I remember. Says, yeah, Raging Bullets. Yep. We just shared your live, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I just posted a whole bunch of shorts on my second channel of my hiking last weekend. Not yesterday's weekend, the weekend before that. I'm slowly posting more and more. I did a couple on this one, but not as many. Russell says nope. That's crazy. That makes no sense. It's just common sense. Out and about with M&D. How's it going? Thank you for coming by. Appreciate you. How's your day? Russell, you okay otherwise? I think he is. He sounded like it last night. When I was chatting with him. I think that was last night. I'm good, Jerome. Thanks for asking. How are you? Better than I was this morning. I was feeling a little achy and I laid on my ear wrong and it was really hurting. My left side does that sometimes when I lay on it wrong. Continuing my fast on 72 hours now. I haven't decided when I'm going to end it. I started doing some prayer after we talked about it. Awesome. There you go, creator. Out and about says he's doing great. Awesome. White Rambo. Hey, what's up, brother? Appreciate you coming by. Thank you. Guys, check out awesome content of White Rambos too. Awesome guy. Appreciate you coming by. Let me see here. I want to do something real quick. Where is Real Outdoor? I'm going to make him a mod. There we go. He's been in here enough of late. And he makes me mod over at his, so might as well make him a mod here. Appreciate you all coming by. Let's see. Russell says I got spit in the face and kicked in stomach. 2 perps against me. What? Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Thanks, White. Thank you. And like I said, I posted content on my second channel, my outdoor channel. I'd really appreciate if some of you could subscribe to that. I don't think all of you are. Let me put it in a, let's see here. A little floaty thing here. There we go. That's my second channel that's strictly outdoor. Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Congratulations, Real Outdoors. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we need to start to GoFundMe to get Russell into the States. There you go. Yeah, Real. Yep, he's over here. Because I think I met you over there at Real Outdoor, and I subbed you from there, I believe. And then I think that's where you subbed to me. What's up and about? Yeah, if you guys don't mind subscribing to this one, I'd appreciate it too. Probably about half of you in the channel are, or maybe more. I'm not sure. Usually what I do is I'll subscribe with both my accounts. That way, hopefully the channel will realize it, the other channel, and subscribe back. I got 5 subscribers today or more over the content I just posted. I think I had 111 this morning when I started, and I think I have 119 now. So I got 8. Smith and I'm game. At Smith. Oh, there you go. Did you watch Ken Rod's video from last night about him walking into a church and his mom said he didn't been in a church in 3 years? See, Jerome, your little light is shining on your tube now. I hope so. That's what we need to do. That's a blessing that he did. What's up, Williman? Do I have a G2 missile? No, I do not. We do not have one of those. Just subscribe to the Outdoors channel, buddy. Appreciate it. I should have 120 then. Let me see if I can figure something out here. Let's close that down. Oh, that's so cool, Brantley. Let's see here. Start a poll. Please. Whoops. Please sub. There we go. Okay, I'll put that as a bigger one. 10 people in the chat. Thank you guys for coming by to Desert Armory More. If you're not, please consider subscribing and liking the chat, sharing it, as well as I have a second channel right here. I just put the balloon. That is strictly my outdoor hiking stuff and some of my handyman stuff, but mostly outdoor stuff with my dogs and whatnot, and cave exploring, mine exploring, hiking, stuff like that. Let's see here. Real One says he just subscribed. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, that's so cool, Brantley. Already subbed. Thanks, Beyond. Yeah, I knew you were. Anyways, he shared a testimony about how his mom's doing. Okay. Hey, Desert, what's on the top tonight? What's up, Jay? Day to work. Not a lot. Love being here. Very laid back channel. We try our best. I'm trying to think if I put anything on there. What did I put on there? I think I put on there just chatting. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. Anything and everything. We're shooting the breeze. Thanks, Russell. I appreciate it. Let me see. I need to plug in this. Well, I don't know if I have to plug it in. I don't know if I have it. Do I not have this little thing in there right? I might not have the charger in there right. There we go. Outdoor says, don't see the channel. So you have to type it in just as it says, at Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. It's not a big enough channel yet to just put without spaces and it pops up like Desert Armory and More does, because I mean, I've got, 7,350. So you have to do exactly how it is, unfortunately. I was on your new channel. It's pretty cool. Thanks, Brantley. I was on Llama's feed. He was pretty Call of Duty. Yeah, he was. I think he posted twice. And then he usually goes in, a lot of times he'll go ahead and link up with Twitch and play on Twitch too. Which I might go on Twitch after this. We'll see. Let's see. That follow on your new cam is pretty cool. Yeah, I got to figure it out more because I want to use it for shooting as well as hiking. Hunting and stuff with J&J. Is that for my parents, James and Julie? Hey, what's up, Hunting? Appreciate you. I'm trying to remember if you've been in here before. I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. It might have been one I recently subscribed to. Thanks for coming by. If you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing, liking, sharing. As I mentioned earlier, I have a outdoor channel, which is this one right here as well. This one's Desert Armory and More, which has a lot of outdoor stuff too. But this one has, I'm putting more and more on that of short form and some long. And you have to type it in word for word. It's a small enough channel right now that it won't be able to find it if you put it without spaces. Anyways, but I'm off to bed. Been a long day today. Have a great night. Same to you, Real. Thank you for coming by. AT says, Russell, I know a way to get you into the States, but you would never be able to return to Canada, even visiting. Oh boy. Let me know. I like Twitch better. Beyond, thank you for the 10. Appreciate it. Oh, there we go. Minty, thank you. There's the, let me pin that. Sorry, I pushed the wrong button. Thank you, Minty. I'm going to pin that. I'm trying to pin it. I actually pushed the link. Okay, sorry, guys. I'm trying to pin that comment, and it keeps going to the website instead of pinning it. There we go. Thank you, Minty. I appreciate it. And welcome. Guys, shout out to Minty's channel. She's got an awesome channel. She's a rock hound. She collects rocks. She's a fellow Arizonan across the mountains here, about 2 hours away. Can you keep my mom in your prayers? She burnt her finger pretty bad. Sure, we can do that, Elijah. LOL. That's okay, T. Yep. You're welcome, says Minty. I guess you got the alert, Minty. That's good. So many times they just don't push it out. Hey, Pez, how's it going? Hello, Russell, says Minty. Contact the U.S. Embassy or Border Patrol station close to you and start the process to request asylum. Oh, yeah, that would work too. But that pretty much is, yeah, you're making your citizenship of Canada annulled. How you doing, Pez? How's your day been? And Mint, was it, Minty, was it a little bit not quite as windy over there today? I know by me today it wasn't as windy as it was yesterday, breezy-ish, a little bit. Yeah, this thing works pretty good. I know how to shut it off with hand motions, but not turning on yet. I haven't figured that out. You just go. It usually shuts it off. Wind died just before noon. Oh, today. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if we might have had a really light breeze, but it was nothing like yesterday. It was a little bit more shortly after I got off the phone with you or messaging you on Instagram saying it wasn't. You have a military base close to you. I do, yes. It's called Fort Huachuca. It's an army base. Glockboy JC just went live. Yeah, it's an army base. we've got a lot of military activity, especially since Trump got in office, and he's allowed to. He's able to do what should have been done from years gone by, and actually, keep our border safe. Yep. Yeah, one of the gates, not the visitors' gates. It's like I don't know, 8 minutes from my house. The visitors' gates maybe 10 to 12 minutes. It's not very far from my house. Critter says black bear tastes pretty good. Never had grizzly or brown bear though. Got to cook both of them well done, or you can get trichinosis just like wild boar. Oh, okay. I've had bear, but I'm not sure what type it was. It was in California. Russell says I saw a guy doing a audit on the base. Didn't go very well. Uh-oh. Joining the U.S. Armed Forces is an easy way to get into the country. That's another way, too. Hey, man, question. A pair of wired earbuds have a separation on one of the wires. Would shrink tubing work to repair it, keep it together? Like the wire's totally apart? If it's totally apart, what I'd probably do is solder them back. But yeah, make sure you have heat tubing in between them first. Solder them back and then slide it over and heat it up over it. Trying to think if I'd done that. I've done something similar to a pair of on the ear when I had to get new frames for it. You shot your first rabbit. Awesome. What'd you use? Pellet gun 22? Jata Verk says, took my son-in-law onto a base for his first time and lost his mind at the BX. I haven't been to BX in one time in my life. My uncle was in the Air Force. It'd be actually my aunt's husband, so uncle-in-law. That was interesting. We were on the base multiple times, but to the BX once. Russell, don't be fooled. The U.S. has many problems of its own, but you won't get arrested for defending yourself. Correct. Oh, 20 gauge. There you go. Hey, what's up, CZ? Thanks for coming by, buddy. How's your day been? Double tap that screen. You know all about it. Tivik says, no tax, LOL, low prices is dream. There you go. Excuse me. Now, I don't know if I could shop there because I don't have a, I'm not military. I could go through there. Like, it's easy enough to go to the other side of the base if you want to go hiking on the opposite side. So you don't have to go all the way around and drive like an hour instead of just driving through the base, which I want to do when I want to go hiking on a mountain behind the base. But I hunt with a gun, and so I need to get a permit so that way I can take a couple hunting rifles over if I ever get hunting over in that zone, which is the same zone I'm in. It's just to get to that side, it'd be easier to go through the base, and then probably a couple handguns. That is great here. It's all for the criminals. Yeah. You're retired. You're a retired military. Well, thank you for your service. I appreciate it. JT Verk. Thank you for your service. What branch were you in? My dad was Army. He was in the Army for 3 years. He was somewhere in Kentucky and Tennessee, I think. Forget exactly. I know one was Kentucky. I forget what the other one is. Hey, Brookside. How'd your live go? As slow as a snail like mine? Got 10 people in here. Thank you for coming by, peeps. Thank you so much. Double tap them screens. Army Infantry. Gotcha. My dad was Army Communications. He repaired a lot of their equipment. He loved electronics and gizmos. And so he worked on their circuit boards and different other stuff like that. Sure, he still had to train in combat too, but thank you for your service. AT says, Russell, if you don't want to leave Canada, don't want to leave your area, if you have mechanic experience or construction experience, there is a company in Golden, BC that needs more people, and they're good. Yeah, BC's a little nicer, I think. LOL, not many people, but it was fun. Okay. Yeah, I hopped in for what, 2 minutes maybe? I forget exactly. I just saw the alert, and so I popped in. My dad was an Army mechanic. Okay. My grandpa was an Air Force mechanic in the hydraulics out of Tucson, Arizona. And after that, he worked for the copper mines over in outskirts of Tucson Green Valley. Minty knows where Green Valley is. She's real close there. Let's see. Russell Clausen says noise. What's that one? One of the provinces in Canada wanted to become part of the U.S. Was that Quebec? No, I don't think it was BC. Alberta, maybe. Was it Alberta? I forget. What one are you in, Russell? What province are you out of? I forget. Javerk says, my wife and kids did harder time than me, in my opinion. I just did what I did. She waited for the call every deployment until it finally came. That's true, yeah. Alberta's where you're at? Yep, really close. Yep, Minty, you are. Oh, you are in BC. So is Alberta that was wanting to... Okay, you are in BC. Local naval base is a natural preserve, but I believe active duty contractors can request permission for a hunting permit for ducks. Possibly it's incredible duck hunting because it's all marsh. So you can hunt on the base. I'm not sure how you get that tag. There is a specific zone for the base because for my zone, I have a javelina tag for my zone, but it says excludes Fort Huachuca. And so you can hunt on there. I'm just not sure how to get it. Just scored a Winchester Model 12. Hey, what's up, Coach? What's it chambering in? Yes, Alberta is more conservative. That's probably why I wanted to try to, what do you call it? Become U.S. territory or whatever, or the 51st state. Sorry, I got something on my screen, my notification. A 12 gauge. Okay. I wasn't sure if a Model 12 was a 12 gauge or, sometimes numbers are weird. You know how Glock is. It's all oddball. Welcome, by the way, Coach. Please double tap that screen if you could, if you haven't. And like and share, follow, subscribe, all the above, Let's see. As well as I have the second channel up here that's outdoor stuff only. Just type it in word for word. It'll come right up. Yes, we get hunting and camping at most bases. There you go. Coach says, yep, let's go. I'm good with that. Oh, there you go. You subbed. Appreciate it. Yeah, we have gun content on this one. Shooting a little bit of gun history on some of the first shorts I did. We do mine exploring, cave exploring, and hiking. And then that channel is specifically outdoor. I just posted like 5 shorts on there today. Got about 8 subscribers or 9 subscribers already. What's up, J-Dog? Just today I got that many more. I have 120, 121 subscribers on that one. So, yeah, I wanted a separate channel for all my outdoor stuff. That way, if YouTube ever pulls this one. What's up, Nesquick? Thank you so much. Appreciate it for that. Thank you. Coach says, sweet. Alberta has had multiple separatist movements over the last 100 years, including one happening right now. They're voting for a referendum to vote for secession, whatever that is. Thank you for that super gift. Thank you. It wasn't just a super sticker, it was a super disc gift. Thank you. Appreciate that. Those ones I get a little bit more return on them. Appreciate it a lot. I don't think I can like those ones. It's still a little bit bigger than just plain old jewels. Let's see. Rack Slap, Tap It. I was just on your channel because I wasn't sure if I was subscribed to you or not when I was over there at, was it Brooksides or was it Real Outdoor Living? One or the other. And I think I was, but I think I subscribed with my second account, which is this one up here. I'm doing okay. I'm doing better than I was this morning. Creator says they want to vote to leave Canada is what it means. Oh, okay. Elaborate wording. I'm getting so confused. Let's see. The creator, I'm Albertan by birth. Albertan. That sounds funny. Albertan, meaning you're like a son of Albert. That's what it reminds me of. I'm Albertan. Let's see. The creator says, I'm not, but I have a really good friend that was. Oh, from Canada. From Canada, How many subscribers do you have on this channel? I have not been going up. It's sad. I'll go up 2 or 3 and then crash down to what I was. 2 or 3 crashed down where I was. Even though I've gained enough that I should have been to 8,000 by now. But for some reason, there's a glitch in the system. I keep telling them that my numbers aren't Like usually if you gain 20, it'll show you gain 20, and then you'll see them get knocked off. It never shows those 20. It just goes 1 or 2 up. That's all. Or 3 down, 2 up, 3 down, 2 up, 3 up. So I have 7,723, I think it said, this afternoon. But it'll probably go back down to 7,718 tonight again. I gained like 3 of them today. The other channel, has 100 and probably about 121 by now, maybe something like that. That means I probably gained about 10 today on that one because I posted a whole bunch of shorts. A lot of people like outdoor stuff, so it should start taking off more. And shorts, I found out shorts are better to have them probably between 30 seconds and 15 seconds. If it's longer than that, we got, short attention span. I do have a couple that are over that. There's a few on there that are 3 minutes, but they're still getting views. So the creator says, subscribe here and to Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Thank you. Yo, boo-hoo is pathetic. Yeah. YouTube boo-hoo. Yep. Brandon, how's it going? Scariest outdoor situation. What was my scariest outdoor situation? Okay, so back in June, I went to explore a mine by myself. I didn't have my dog with me. I don't think I have that video posted yet. It was a while ago, last June. And I was exploring it myself, and I got this weird feeling like somebody was watching me, and I had my video on this phone. I was like, you know what? I just felt like something was staring at me in the darkness. So right at the T. So I turned around and got out of there. I was like, ah. Let's see here. I have 5 and no content. One of them's probably me, Elijah. What about you, Brandon? What was your scariest? We'll sub to the new channel, man, for sure. Thank you. Yeah. Rack, you have to type in exactly how it is. Since it's a small enough channel, you can't just type Jerome's Outdoor Adventure. This one, you could just put Desert Armor and it will come in. From what I'm seeing is for me, I never get notifications when any 2A channels I sub to are live. Correct. I think it could have something to do with that. Jay Traverk, yes, I have not seen you in here in a while, and it's probably because of that. YouTube about 4 weeks ago changed to Gemini for their algorithms. I was still getting 2,000 and 3,000 views before they changed it. After they changed it, now I only get between 128 to 300 and something. Before that, I was shadow banned for three months, where I was still getting 5,000 to 3,000, maybe 1,100 once in a while. But before the shadow ban, I would get between 8,000 and 35,000 views. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Y8N, how are you? Thank you for coming in. We do like the rainbow. It's the sign of God's promise to mankind that he never will flood the earth again. Let's see here. We had a cougar track us on an off-road berm. Its tail was twitching. Hoo-hoo. I got charged by a black bear once or twice camping at a public campground. I think we scared each other both times. Oh, yeah, that actually happened to my brother. So him and I were out hiking one time. I think his family was there too, but it was just my brother and I that went up closer to this brown bear. I think it was a brown bear in California. It might have been one of those cinnamon black bears. And my brother got a little too close, and it turned around and went towards him like that. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's like, I gotta go run quick. Yep. Yeah, that scared him a little bit. But I've gotten like pictures of some cubs playing out in a field, and I'm like, okay, where's the mom? It was me and my buddy that was visiting California before I moved there. And then another time we're in Yosemite, and we're eating lunch in Yosemite with my brother's soon-to-be in-laws, because I think at that point he was engaged. And here comes these 2 cubs playing along on the log right next to us, just squirreling around. And it's like, okay, where's the mom at? Where's it at? What's up, monkey? How's it going? The scary part was when we went to look after we scared him off, we saw no tracks. Uh-oh. Wings. I did miss one. What was that one? Did it get deleted? I There was one other one on here that said, oh, there it is. Jerome encountered a skinwalker. That's the one I was looking at. Elijah says, hi, monkey. Jay Taverk says, we get black bears out at my new land eating out of the bird feeders. I watched them on the cams. Oh, there you go. There you go. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you coming by. Please consider subscribing, liking, sharing to Desert Armory and more. We do gun content, mine exploring, cave exploring. We've been trying to get to 8,000 subscribers for about a month and a half, but we've been shadow banned and stomped down because we have a giveaway at 8,000 subscribers. We have 2 hats like this to give away, 2 t-shirts, 4 different styles of stickers. So please consider subscribing to enter. You just need to be subscribed and in the live when it happens. We're just trying to get new subscribers. We just haven't been growing. Also consider subscribing to this one, Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Got to type in the whole thing as is. We do just outdoor stuff over there. What's up, farmer? How's it going? He said, hi. What's up? How's it going? I'm looking for Bigfoot. I'm in BC, LOL. Yeah, I've been actually watching a few documentaries about Bigfoot. This one guy goes around checking stories. And this one person said they saw, it was actually the Yeti in Tibet. They actually had the skull of one, or the hair and fur. And it looked like after he did some testing, now he wasn't able to pull the hair off because, you know, it's just kind of a sacred skull thingy. They had to, it didn't quite look like the same as this other guy had, but the other guy's hair, when he tested it, ended up being some type of animal. All I want for Christmas is the hat. Oh, I added the Christmas part. Yeah, this is one of them right here. I've been wearing it quite a bit. I've worn it on a lot of my hikes now. You'll see me having it in some of them. Maybe. Depends if I change the camera around, you know, for the front face. And then, of course, Skittles was riding with my GoPro on his back on my last hike in cave mine exploring. So I need to post that content sometime. And then different times I went with my nephews to some caves, or when I'm shooting, I'll have it too. So, yep. We did have 15 people in there for a little bit, and it went to 4. Jeff Q says he's out there. Hey, there's definitely some evidence. Some type of big figure zooming around. Appreciate you coming by. If you haven't, please consider subscribing, Jeff. I can't remember if you are or not. And double tap the screen if you like gun content, hiking, mine exploring, cave exploring, stuff like that. I post a little bit of my work on this channel too, outdoor, what do you call it? Handyman stuff. I do handyman stuff. I own my own business, so. Jeff says, yes, okay, appreciate it. Thank you. We also have that second one up here that's outdoor only, so check that out. And I do know there's more than 2 people on here, so I'm not sure why the numbers have dropped again when we just had 15, it said. So, yeah. Mrs. Gemini. Ruining YouTube. The algorithms of Gemini. Yeah, yesterday I was on here about an hour. A little over 2 hours, and I only got 180-something people in here in total. When I used to get that at one time. It's crazy. Hey, Full Throttle, what's up? Yeah, I was just over there at Real Outdoor Living, and you were like, one of my other channel, you were like, hey, Jerome's Outdoor Adventures, I subscribed. And I said, yeah, you're on my other one too, which is this one. Thank you for subscribing, by the way, Full Throttle. Thank you for coming. Good evening, sir. Yep. Handy dandy Jerome. Yep. Is there a podcast I occasionally listen to on Spotify called Blurry Creatures that talk about Bigfoot? Yeah, that's the thing. Usually he's blurry. Almost every photo he's blurry. And they have a good camera nowadays, so it's like, what's going on? Need to get going. Have a good night. Thank you, Minty, for coming by. Guys, consider checking out Minty Cactus, her channel. Awesome rock collection. She's also on Instagram and has stuff there too. Check her out. Awesome content. She's also a fellow Arizonan. It's awesome. Thanks for all your support, my friend. You're welcome, Full Throttle. Yep, you're welcome. Good night, Minty. She's minty fresh. Minty Cactus. Pokey. Yeah, she collects rocks. She's a rock hound. I actually have quite a bit of rocks, pottery, grinding stone stuff from Indians, a couple beads, some war paint blue powder stuff. I forget what that rock's called. It's not an azurite. Might be. Can't remember. It's a little powdery. They put it as war paint. SM, what's that stand for? SM. Inty, have a great night. A great night. I figured it was a malfunction there, Russell. He redacted it. SM, that stands for small, right? Let's see. What is my 88%? Someone went on Twitch. One of the persons I follow on Twitch. We've been on 45 minutes and 48 seconds. Elijah says, going to head out. If you go live on Twitch, I'll probably stop and say hi if I am. All right, we'll see. Russell, good evening. Good evening. Malfunction at the junction. Listen to Joe Rogan. I do some too. A lot, and gets experts to talk about Bigfoot and alien encounters. See, it reminds me of Coast to Coast, if you have ever heard that radio show back in the day. I do a little bit, Coast to Coast. Glad you have a great evening. Yep. Yeah, Joe Rogan, I watch a few of his. There's one scientist, archaeologist that comes on his channel. I forget what his name is. I've watched some of his on YouTube. I think it was YouTube. Unless it was through Netflix. He does archaeology stuff. And I love archaeology stuff. I love anything to do with outdoor. Like if it goes to archaeology, I specifically like Egyptian stuff and Indian stuff. And then, just ancient civilizations. And then, hiking, outdoor. And obviously shooting stuff. So if I ever find an outdoor channel, I subscribe right away. If I find a gun content, I subscribe right away. We got to support each other, I just have a great evening. Yeah, he actually has a lot of interesting people. He does, yeah. You heard of Jordan Peterson? I have. I listen to him off and on. Same with Shapiro. Something Shapiro. And of course, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. I did some of his shorts. The creator, good evening. Yep. The other one that I listen to quite a bit is Conservative Vibes. He's out of Utah. I just actually listened to one of his today. He had another one posted while I was doing my live here. Conservative Vibe. CV. He also has a content, which I don't get alerts of it because it has guns on it. He recently started another channel for some shooting stuff and some other stuff that if his original channel had it, might have an issue with it. So he'd rather have the issue with the smaller channel. Tucker Carlson. Yes, I have watched his documentaries on the Twin Towers. Very good documentaries. I'm not sure if he ever finished them. Maybe he is now. How he meets up with some of the people that was involved with all of it and whatnot. Do you follow Old Man 50? I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. So Tucker Carlson last year. I did too. I met him at not face to face because it's security. I saw and met a whole bunch of those big wigs over there at what do you call it? Charlie Kirk's Memorial. We had Ben Carlson, we had Tucker Carlson, we had Benny. It's your boy Benny. I listened to him too. As well as what's that lady that was going to run for president? She's part of the cabinet now, I think. She's got that gray patch in her hair. Tucci? I think her last name is Tucci. Does YouTube put all us alike folks together? I don't know how they do that, but they want to on purpose because they don't want us to be pushed. And they say, "Oh no, there's no such thing as shadow banning." Matt Walsh. There you go. What's that other one? I watch a lot of his shorts, and he's an activist for conservatives. Oh, what is that one called? Well, that one's Ben Shapiro. There we go. But yeah, Matt Walsh, I watched some of his. What is that other one? I used to do Brett Cooper, but then she went on her own platform, and I haven't been getting her content. I don't know why. Brett Cooper, the lady, she looks kind of like Ben Shapiro. Tulsi Gabbard. There you go. I think I said Tushy or something. Took me a second to remember her. Yeah, that's it. She was at the memorial, and so was, of course, Trump Jr. was there. Who else was there? Obviously, J.D. Vance. There's a couple bigwigs there. I was surprised Ben Shapiro wasn't there because of some other stuff he mentioned. Hey, what's up, Ralph? Hi, Jerome. Sorry I haven't been watching football all day. Is that going right now? Yeah, I don't know. Caitlin. I'm not sure what her last name would be. Caitlin. Bennett? Caitlin Bennett. I don't remember that one. Creator says she was labeled a terrorist by the former administration while she was an active congresswoman. She never actually did anything wrong. Well, yeah, obviously. They're going to try to throw dirt on everyone because they knew their time was running out. Throw the dirt here. Hopefully something sticks. My Bills won today. Woodworking. Hoo-hoo. Oh, the Bills. Yeah. There you go. They detained her repeatedly, I'm pretty sure. Oh, probably. Unlawfully, I'm sure, because if they found nothing on her, well then, who's going to recoup all that? That's probably what you meant to put, woohoo, not woodworking who. I figured it was a typo. Because all of a sudden, my Bills won today, woodworking who. Autofix, gotta love it. Autocorrect. It's the best thing that was ever created. No. Get you a little closer. It's kind of far away for me to. She's funny. She takes clips from Barack Obama and people blame Trump. What? It's funny. She takes clips from. Oh, when people blame. It's messed up. Yeah, there you go. I think it's pretty neat when one person will say one thing, and then I'll see another person. Just shut off. I'll see another person the same. They'll show a clip of one time the liberals saying one thing that's direct opposite of a year later is totally contradicting themselves. And this company will like play them side by side, these different video chats, these platforms. And it's like, oh, you used to be for it. Now you're totally against it. Oh, it's because the person who's saying it, that's why you don't like it anymore. It's all messed up. Yep. Like with Hillary and Barack Obama, both of them said about the border. And Barack Obama deported millions of people. And more than Trump, at least, but now it might be about the same because Trump has really been on it. But yeah, they were praising him for that. But then when Trump does, it's you're trying to play farmers, poor flammies. Is your roommate back? I heard someone laugh in the background. Yes, he got back. He's been back about a week probably. Autocorrect sucks sometimes. Yes, it does. Yep. Quite often. Yep, quite often. Yeah, he's watching some for shorts or something. I don't know. Or prank videos. I'm not sure. That was my stomach making some noises. Like, must be something with the water going down rough. Because I just had some drink of water not too long ago. I had a later lunch, about 2:15, 2:30. I had chicken strips with some cheese. I love my cheese. Glass of milk, and what else do we have? French fries. What's up, Bruce? He said, hey, Jerome. Yippers. Russell Clausen says, have you ever seen the Bushman pranks? I've heard of the Bassmaster, but I don't think he's around anymore. The Bassmaster, he used to do them. What's up, Garmin? Mr. Brownie? How you doing, bud? Thanks for coming by. He's like, what's that? Oh, not much. We're just shooting the breeze here with buddies. Gals and fellas alike. We had one of my fellow Arizonans in earlier. Minty Cactus. You're at work today. Okay, gotcha. Did you get the alert or were you just scrolling? Because I've been alive for 55 minutes now. Favorite game to eat. What's up, Ivan? Uh, probably. I would say probably deer. Um, I'd say deer's maybe a little bit better than elk. I don't know. It's a close second though. I don't know. It's a follow up. Gunnar, good evening. Ivan, thank you for coming by. How you been? I can't remember if you're new or not. If you are new, please consider subscribing. If you aren't, thank you for coming back again. Appreciate it. We have 27 likes. Give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to this account as well. That's my outdoor adventure channel. It's called Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. We have just outdoor stuff on there. Hiking, all sorts of stuff. Elk and venison and probably game birds. Gotcha. The Bushman uses ghillie suits and pretends to be tree and pounds on people. Oh, Russell, I have seen it then, if that's what it is. I have. Ralph says my son is going to go for firearms training for his job. He will be an instructor for Atika, probably Atlantic is probably what I was supposed to say. I was thinking about becoming an RO, volunteer, over at our local range for Saturdays because there's a lot of Saturdays that they're only open from 8 to noon, or is it 8:30 to noon? And then people want to go home. So I thought, well, maybe I could volunteer from 12 to 5. That way people can, there'll be an RO there. I forget what was holding me back, though. I think I had to be part of a shooting range club or something to join. I don't know. Funny, the man screams loudest. Oh, I know, right? A lot of times it is. The guy screams loudest. I know, it's hilarious. If you work at them, a lot of times you get to shoot for free. Correct. Yeah, I can shoot anytime I want on a closed day, too. So they're closed on certain days. I think it's Mondays. And, well, I think it's just Monday. And then some days they might be closed and you don't know because an RO didn't show up. So, yeah, Mondays they're closed, I know for a fact. So I could use the facilities when they're closed if you're an RO there. That's pretty cool. And then next to it, they have a shooting range that's specifically for like little tournaments. And then the opposite side, I've never seen mass people over there. I think they do events there sometime, and they'll open up both sides. Let's see, if you work at the, okay, let's see. He was a correctional officer at the Atika prison. Got you. What's up, Kareem? How you doing, Kareem? Yeah, we got some lever actions here. Here, let me take off the auto follow here. I'll switch the camera. You're new to the channel. I appreciate you coming by. We got some double barrels there. Some other older ones here. We got an MP5 right there. Really long shotgun in the corner there. We have a 338 Lapua, AK-47, 5.56 AR, Sega 12 clone, SKS, 303 British, Mauser, Mosin. Yeah, those levers here. We got Desert Eagle right there, 9mm. Got some bolt actions out on the table here. And a whole bunch of stuff in the safe, too. What's up, Cannon? Been a while. Fortunately, YouTube doesn't alert us all the time. We got a whole bunch of handguns in here. Nice double barrels. What's up, C-Calb? Yeah, most of those are antiques. So they're considered not a firearm. They shoot black powder. What I do is I load them up myself with Pyrodex and make my own shots out of brass. Yep. These are some 10 gauge ones right here. Let's see. What's up, brother? Raw Cannon. Appreciate you coming by. No double barrels. What's up, Skittles? Skittles is outside, actually. That's very true. Yep. Great collection. Yep. Thank you. Do you have a musket? I do, Kareem. Right there. That's the only one I have. It's a cap and ball musket from like 1840s. All original. I need to get it to actually fire one of these days. Oh, thank you, creator. Yeah, thank you. Where did you buy your brass shotgun shells? Let's see. It was all online except these 410 ones. These 410 I actually got at a antique store, and there's one that's loaded right there in the corner. Those are from an antique store. The Magtech brass there, somewhere from, I think those were off of Gunbroker, the loading section. Now these were off of some for Black Powder Company. These are Parker 10 gauges. And then these, I think I got these from one of the same places. These 24 gauges, I haven't used them yet. They're to make into something. Those I got online somewhere too. Yeah, Magtech's the one who carries a lot of those. The 10 gauge are kind of hard to find. I had to buy these individually, not in a box. So I think I got like 10 of these. Anywho. Let's see here. What's up, Jess? Why do you use Paradex instead of the standard double or triple F? That's just what was available. Where I'm at, the Pyrodex. I do have some black powder. Where's that at? That I got recently. Let's see what this stuff is. I think it's triple. Here it is. Here's the substitute right here. It's called Black MZ by Allegiant Powder. It's a substitute as well. This came with some black powder pistols I bought that are not out here. I'm not sure where they're at. I think they're in the gun safe. Let's see here. What's the difference of black powder and gunpowder? Gunpowder is smokeless and higher pressure. Black powder is smoky and less pressure for older firearms. And it's very messy. I don't like Pyrodex. It leaves too much salt behind for me to like it. It can. Yeah, you definitely got to, it is corrosive, but not quite as corrosive as black powder. So it can blow up older guns not ready for smoke. Correct, it could. Now you can shoot black powder in modern, it's just going to make a mess. But yeah, I have those old double barrels that are black powder, as well as this one lever action right here was made in 1895. That would have been black powder. Let's see here. And I got a 10 gauge lever action. Right. Whoops, wrong way. Right beside me there. Right there. It looks like an 1887, but it's actually a 1901 version. It's a 10 gauge lever action. Let's see. I love the collection. Thank you. I do have a lot of old stuff, but I do have modern stuff too, because I've got a lot of 9mm. I've got an MP5. I've got revolvers, all sorts of good stuff. Let's see. You go hunting with double barrels? If so, what's your base catch? I have not done with the double barrels yet. I do have one modern double barrel, or no, two. I have a 1960s 10 gauge Beretta Silverhawk. They're about 2,500 cheeseburgers. I didn't pay that much. And then I have a Zastava 16 gauge from the 60s, 70s, or no, maybe it's from the 50s, 16 gauge. But I have not used any of the double barrels for hunting yet. I use my pumps for that. But as these signs say throughout the room, like that one there, nothing's for sale in this place. It's all for educational purposes only. Let's see. I prefer the old stuff. Is more interesting to me. Correct. Yeah. My oldest is the black powder down here on the floor. I showed it a little bit ago. It's from like 1840s. And then I have a Lee Enfield Schneider 577 Schneider that's made in Nepal from 1860s. Those are my two oldest rifles. Jess, I agree. I know. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I prefer older stuff myself. Usually it's better quality. Not always, but virgin steel, better quality steel, in my opinion. But even the military stuff might be good steel, but the quality just isn't there. Like these old, like the SKS back here, or my Mauser, Mosin Nagant, or the 303 British. They're just, they're loose fitment, not very good quality, but they last. I mean, yeah, they're pretty old. My oldest military one's from the Mauser right there in the corner. It's from Turkey from 1938. That's my oldest military one. Official. I mean, I do have a little pistol that's made during the Civil War, but it wasn't like used in the Civil War. Man, my roommate is laughing his head off out there. Let's see. Yeah, I had a Kentucky long rifle when I was 16. I picked up at a garage sale. Turned out to be an original Kentucky long rifle. Nice. Mine, I cannot find any markings on it. And I don't want to mess the original finish up too much. I want to do a light restoration on it, fix the stock where it connects to the barrel, and then clean it up real good and try to fire it. Does the new stuff rust faster than the old? Not sure how to answer that because obviously the old already has a lot of years on it, so it's more apt to rust. But if you had a pristine old firearm and a pristine new one, depending on the finish, possibly in the brand, yeah. No marketing. You sure you don't have a prototype on your hands? What? No, we don't have any prototypes. These are my appendages. I have never lost a finger. I've almost lost these three multiple times. Table saw, circular saw, and an air grinder on the top of this knuckle here. They're not mechanical. I'm not a, what do you call those? A bionic person or a Terminator? Let's see here. No, I don't have any prototype firearms either. Someone came in here yesterday asking if I've ever modified anything. And I was like, I was wording it in a certain way that I wasn't lying because I never have. I said the only thing I've done is fixed and repaired old stuff that's been broken. I've actually never added anything. Technically, old will be more likely to rust in most cases, as black powder can be awfully corrosive. Yep. Farm without the maker's marks are a good joke, though. It might have a maker's mark on it somewhere. It's just I don't see anything. It's got a lot of brass on it. Like it's got a brass fox, a brass coyote, it looks like, running. And then it's got a brass gander coming into land and brass on the butt plate and from where the butt plate meets up to the trigger set. It's all tarnished though. Sounds like a Fed question. Correct. And currently I do not have any firearms that are tampered with. They're all original. Because I haven't installed something into one of them yet. Which is legal where I live anyways. The FRT and the TX22, I haven't installed it yet because I don't have the little 16th inch punches. That'd be the only one that would be modified, but it's totally legal where I live, so it doesn't matter. The rest of them, I have the original triggers in them. Yeah, they're not modified like lighter triggers or other weird stuff on them. They're all original. Love the things that they're picky about. Of course, I have bigger mags than some people because my state allows them. I'm not in California anymore. Yeah, you definitely live in a friendly state. Yes, Arizona is a very friendly state. We're very close to like Texas, if not Texas laws. It's a cool live. I'm subscribing. I appreciate it, Kareem. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Turn on the notifications too. Now, YouTube won't always alert, unfortunately. What's 28 gauge you have? Can I see it? I don't have a 28. I have a 16. I have 4 12s, or no, 4 10 gauges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 12 gauges, 1 410, and 1 20 gauge. I had a 24 gauge shell up there, but that's actually to make ammo for the 5.77 Schneider. I don't have a 28 gauge. What's up, Twin Jen? He's like, what's up, Desert? Not a lot. We're just chatting. We're just shooting the breeze. More people keep coming in, but the number count's still the same. YouTube. Sorry, guys, my roommate's language. He uses language freely, so hopefully that didn't come across. 1K subscribers loading. Let's go, guys. Yeah, I know, right? All that tracks got confused by the brass. Yeah, that's a 24. But the 24 I'm using for um, the 5.77 Schneider because they don't make brass or ammo for it anymore. You can find it super rare on Gunbroker and other sites, but you can make it out of 24 gauge brass. You just shorten the brass down and needle it a little bit and then shape it with the dies and then pour your own bullets. I just need to get down to it because I want to fire that gun. It is really cool. It's from 1860 from Nepal, made by Lee Enfield. What it was is during that time they had parts made in Nepal and some parts made in England and back and forth, and they had different plants in different countries. That one was made in Nepal, so it's not quite as desired as Lee Enfield stamped, but it is Lee Enfield. What's up? Not no stupid. How you doing? Cream says, how often you have to clean all your guns, and does it take all day? So Cream, it all depends. If I shot them, if they're clean, I won't re-clean them. Maybe wipe them down. Do I have any Martini Henrys? No, I do not. That one is so Martini Henry is chambered in a 5.77 450, or is it a 455, something like that? That one's just a plain 5.77. As in when I clean them, I actually do need to clean a whole bunch of them because we did a shootout on Christmas. Plus, I did some other shooting for the channel, and it's been a while since I cleaned them. So it does take a while. I usually do like a few in the evening, like maybe 6 of them, and then maybe I'll finish out the other 6 of the handguns, and then go to the rifles and split them up. Visit Army, have a great evening, my friend. See you on the next live. Everybody in chat, have a great evening. Thank you, Full Throttle. Not no stupid. Unfortunately, I cannot read your language. I do not know what that is. It almost looks like Sanskrit. I don't know that language. Wish I could find brass for 4440. Jess, have you tried Gunbroker or Starline? Where did I get that brass for the shotgun? Buffalo. Did you try Buffalo? Buffalo Cartridge Company. I have some black powder 4570. I don't own a 4570, but if I ever bought a trapdoor 4570, I wanted to have at least some ammo for it. I got it from Gunbroker, but it's from Buffalo Cartridge Company. They sell oddball brass. Because they also had they used to chamber the 2520 Stevens single shot. That stuff's as rare as hen's teeth. I have some. Kareem says, ha ha ha. Oh, when I said Sanskrit. Yeah, I know, right? 2 people in the chat? No, there's more than 2 people in the chat. Don't be lying to us, YouTube. What's the other place? I'm drawing a blank. They sell stuff for where I got my 10 gauge and my 12 gauge brass from. I think they might sell some too, but maybe not. Give them a look at Buffalo Cartridge Company. Correct. Yes, I believe it's called Buffalo Cartridge Company. Let me see if that's what it says in the box real quick. One of these I thought said Buffalo Cartridge Company. Okay, maybe this is it. Buffalo Arms. Maybe it's both. But this one says Buffalo Arms Company. So it might be either Buffalo Arms or Buffalo Cartridge Company. It might be both. What's up, Lord Vader? Yo, Desert, how's it going? I think it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I should sell this ammo because I don't think I'm ever going to use it. I think I'm just going to leave that firearm the... I don't know. I'm really tempted to convert it over, but this ammo is so hard to find in the first place. This box is worth about $200. I got it for $100. It's 2520 single shot Stevens loaded with black powder. Yeah, it's really rare. Extremely rare. Yeah, I think this was from the same company, although these 4570 black powders. Buffalo Arms Company, but I think there's another one called Buffalo Cartridge. I really want to shoot my 4440 lever gun, one of my oddball rifles. That is annoying to find brass. So, Jesse, can you use 44 Magnum brass, just lower power? Like if you would load it yourself? Maybe you don't load. Because like pretty much I would think I don't know. I'd have to get measurements on the casing. But if a 44 Magnum shell's the same, you could probably use just load a 44 special in there, but that's hard to find. 44 special. I have one box that's about 3/4 full. Never tried it. What I would do, Jesse, if you go up on Wikipedia, look up 44 Magnum, and it shows the schematics of how big the shell is around, how tall it is, how big the heel is, how thick the heel is. Then look up 4440, and it'll give the measurements of everything too. Then look up 44 Special as well. Look up all three of those on Wikipedia. It'll give your measurements of every measurement. That's how I found out how I can shoot certain ammo in certain guns. Oh, this is equivalent to that one. So if I want to find lead for a certain one, that's more of a rare. Oh, this is the same size lead, so I'll just buy for that. But might be worth a try. Correct. Yes. And then you want to get yourself a pair of calipers to see if they are the same. Of course, like I said, Wikipedia has all the measurements on it. That's what I've did trying to find ammo for certain guns that are an equivalent. Bleep, you know what? I can't believe I don't think of this. Thanks, dude. Yeah. Yep. Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia, some people don't really like it, but when it comes to that type of stuff, it's very knowledgeable. Like I was trying to find something that was a 9mm projectile that was a center fire, but not the same as a normal 9mm because it was oddballish. That was for this gun, someone changed over from a rim fire to a center fire. And so I found something that should be equivalent, which is a 38 short Colt. I got some boxes of it down here. Let me see if I can get them. Here's some 38 long Colt. And then I have a box of 38 short Colt right here. They're pretty much a 9mm, but not quite. They have a bigger heel on them because I needed something that had a heel that a 9mm does not have, like an actual lip, because the gun that was converted would shoot these 9mm projectile 38s, but they're pretty much just a teeny bit shorter, like a 380, but they have a heel on them. I needed the heel. And plus, these are low power. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it is. Yep. I never heard of 38 short Colt or 38 long Colt. There's actually a lot of different. There's 38 short Colt, 38 long Colt, 38 Smith & Wesson long, 38 Smith & Wesson short, 38 special, 38 super. There's a lot of 38 stuff. 38 special. I already said that one. Yeah, there's a lot of 38s. Yeah, this is a cartridge company you could look up. Try this company. It's called Mashburn. Mashburn. Here, I'll switch the camera around. This company sells oddball projectiles. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Marshbursch, right there. These are like an old looking box, even though they're new. They're from Texas. Mashburn Company. They sell oddball cartridges. This is another one. I forgot about this company. So they might be able to carry 4440 for you. Because like this is an oddball round. 38 short Colt. So yeah, look that up. I don't know if you got a screenshot of that. Mashburn. I forget what does that little writing say right there? Let me check. Fine ammunition since 1887, I think it says. 1887. Anyways. Try that out too. You did. Perfect. What's another company that might have an oddball? Sometime Fiocchi Heritage has some oddball, like some 32 Smith & Wesson long. But I don't know if they have 4440. My local gun and pawn has some. They have some 4440 right now. I don't remember what brand it is. It's probably a cowboy load. So you'd want low anyways. Trying to think if there's a way you can contact me. I could maybe get you some and send you. I don't know where you live. I don't know what your state's requirements are for ammo shipping. Like California or New York or Illinois, I don't think you can ship. I know California can. ammunition. Yeah, it depends on your state laws. Always follow your state laws, and nothing is for sale here. Hear that, YouTube? Nothing's for sale. Not for sale. Nothing we talk about is ever for sale. Yes, sir. You're welcome. You're welcome. What was there was I thought there was one more company that sells some oddball off and on. I can't remember the place that I got my shotgun shell stuff from. Oh, it's over there. I got the bag sitting over there. It's called Ballistic something. I'll be right back. Let me back this up real quick. All right. So these are parts to load up those 5.77s. Here's the wadding for them. Ballistic Products. They make brass, but I think they're mostly for shotguns. Like here's a whole box, a whole bag of the 24s. And here's the wadding for them. They're just 20 gauge waddings work for them supposedly. That way they're tight. Let's see, I have old Sharps and 4570 that I reload for, so I do know a bit about reloading, not an expert by any means. Gotcha. Yeah, like these ones right here would work in a Sharps probably. They're black powder from Buffalo Cartridge Company or Buffalo Arms. They're 4570 right here. They're low power, as in like they'll work for trapdoor and for the old stuff. They're Starline brass. I'm not sure what the weight is on them though. They're pretty heavy. I don't have anything that shoots them. I want to get a trapdoor that'll shoot them. So these are called 20 round rifle slip top smoke. I don't know why it says smoke because they're black powder. Bane USA. I don't know what weight these are. Probably like 350, 375. What's up, Andrew? Hey, brother, how are you? What are you up to today? Right now we're talking about ammo companies for our friend Jess here. He was looking for some 4440 brass. And so I was telling him about different companies. But yeah, this company right here might have some. Ballistic Products. Here, let me switch it over for you. Right here. Ballistics Products carries supplies for loading brass. Mostly shotguns, but they might have for 4440 possibly. Give them a try. Ballistic Products. They carry a lot of stuff for reloading shotguns and stuff like that. But there's one other company. I cannot remember what it is. It's where I got my... no, Ballistics Products I think is where I got my 10 gauge from. I thought there was one other company. I think another cardboard box I have has some stuff in it. Got a list to go diving into. You're welcome. Let me check this other cardboard box that has some supplies for reloading in it. I think I have the other company of loading supplies in that one. Let me check. Nitro card, that's Ballistic Products as well. I don't know about these overshots. What's this one? Oh, that bag opened up. That's not good. Let's see. Muzzle loading original 10 gauge. Here's some others. That's Ballistic too. Yeah, I don't know where those are. I think I loaded them all up and then tossed the packaging for those 10 gauge ones. Where I bought those from. Yeah, I don't have that one, unfortunately. Sorry about that. I wish I did. I don't know where those are. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Here, I got a box full of projectiles. So, if you look right, this firearm right here is a 25 rimfire. Sorry, it's floating away on us. That one right there is a 25 rimfire, and you can't find ammo for it anymore. And so if you get a 17 WSM, which is a Winchester Super Mag, chop off the tip so that the shells the same size, a 25. I went and got a box of these Bear Creek Supply on Gunbroker. There's 500 in here. They're the right diameter, 251, as that 25 caliber. I found that on Wikipedia. And use these to load them up. Oh, what's up, grilled cheese? Nice, love the AQ slugs. AQ slugs, I'm not sure what that is. Another one you can try is Dixie Gunworks. Oh, yeah, that's another one. I totally forgot about that one. Okay, that rare caliber defined ballistic products will have some stuff. Bought a lot of their shotgun stuff. They have black powder and other cartridge reloaded stuff. Yes, they do. Dixie, yeah, I forgot about Dixie. What's up, Grilled? The other company you can try is Track of the Wolf. That is it. I think that's where I got my 10-gauge shotgun shells. Track of the Wolf. What's up, Kentucky? Found a fire damage World War II issue, Winchester 1897. I kind of want to buy it to restore it, but it might also just have to be a wall hanger. What's the ching ching on it? The beans. It's on Ballistic Products. Yeah, Track of the Wolf. That is where I think that's where I was looking at some material. But yeah, try this other one too. Bear Creek Supply. Now I got this from Gunbroker because it was super cheap. I got 500 projectiles for like $80, I think, or less. $40, I forget. This is modern and obsolete cartridge bullets. So check them out. Bear Creek Supply, Waterford, California. BearCreekSupplyBullets.com. They might have some brass. But yeah, how many beans was it, bro? Did I re-glue the top on this? No, it's undone. I also have these ones that are full copper. I think these ones are. Yeah, these ones right here. These are 25s as well. Right there. They're FMJs. I found some of them that are the same diameter. They're originally from Bob's Gun and Tackle Shop. Got 2 boxes of them. They're made by Sierra Bullets. Yeah, here's some right here. Right there. There's one of my 25 rim fires I made myself. See that? It's a rim fire. It's got an F on it. Because it's by, those ones were from Fiocchi, I think. And there's a 25 projectile in it. Shotgun Bolt has 50 pack for, of 44.50? 44.40, sorry. So far, but that's cheap for an actual issue. Oh, yeah. Creator, is there a way you could send me some pictures on IG? It's Jerome Grunwald. Here, let me shut this down real quick. There you go. I would love to see a picture of that because, yeah, I mean, that's decent beans. Yeah, I got 2 of them sitting in here right here. I hand loaded these ones, but most of them I did myself were just these projectiles, the plain old lead. The problem with the lead ones is they don't have a round over here on top, so I have to lightly almost boat tail a little bit so I can get in the case better. Versus the copper ones, if I recall, they have already a little round over on them. Lightly, really lightly, not quite as much. Yeah, I need to do some more reloading of these. Well, I can't reload them, they're rimfire. Once they're done, they're done. Yeah, I'll show you some of what they're from. Right here. Right there. 17 Win Super Mags with a poly tip. I have 2 videos about them. where you cut off the tip here, and this shell's the right size. Is it a blank account? There's not a lot on it. I have some stuff on it. I posted some videos of shooting on it and stuff. Thank you, Andrew, for the recommendations. Yep, I can send it to the Desert IG2. Well, I only have one. Is it maybe I renamed it to Desert Armory? I can't remember. It might have. Track of the Wolf. You can buy brass by the piece also. When I bought my 45 Colt brass, it was 30 cents a piece. There you go. Scared to modify the bullet. I think it's going to blow up. So that is the problem, Kareem. That is the problem. When you cut these, you cannot use a grinder. You got to use a pipe cutter with just pressure, like for cutting brass tubing or other tubing. I have a video about how I made these. I have a short and then I have a long format. If you guys want to see it, it's pretty neat how to make it. And then, yeah, the base of this is same size as 25 rimfire. Yeah, I was a little afraid at first too. I was like, oh, if I make a spark, is it going to go boom? Of course, it's not black powder, so it's not too bad. All right, yeah, I could have changed it to Desert Armory more. I probably did. Let me check if you got anything. Currently not. I don't have anything on there, it looks like. I did buy some 45 Colt shells the other day. And some... Was it 38 short Colt? I forget. Some oddball other round. Andrew says, Jess, you're welcome, brother. Yeah, thank you for suggesting that one. That was another one that I could not remember. Track of the Wolf. I think I've definitely looked at their site a lot, and I'm trying to think if I actually bought anything. I might have bought my 10 gauge brass from them that are Parker Brothers. These right here. These Parker Brothers Meridian 10 gauge right here. Brass. They're turn brass. So they can last even longer. Hey, it turned on there. There we go. I must have did something right. What did I do? Wiggle. I wiggled this in front of it and it turned on. Yeah, this one's got BBs in it, 80 grains of Pyrodex, which is very light for a 10 gauge. I just didn't want the gun blowing up whenever I end up shooting it. But I found out the firing pins broke on it, so the other ones I'm still rebuilding. The old 10 gauge double barrel. I could shoot this in. I have shot 2 of these in my modern shotgun, but you definitely got to clean it out. What's up, Evan? It took a little bit to come out. They were kind of sticky in there because the type of stuff it is. It's not really made for that. How's it going, Evan? Evan. Let's see. What was that guy's name? Evan. Chris Evans. There we go. What up, J-Mac? J-Mac. Oh, is that what his account is actually called? Oh, Evan J-Mac. There we go. J-Mac Head. Yippers. Yeah. Interesting. Yep. Now my hands smell a little bit like gunpowder and brass. Gunpowder and brass. Evan, my boy. Yep. I DM'd the link. To me, let me see. Nothing came through there. So you ever look at Brass Tech? I believe they do shotgun shells as well. Brass Tech? No, what I have is Mag Tech. I've never tried Brass Tech, I don't think. I've heard of it. I've probably seen their site. I wouldn't doubt it. But now that I have a decent amount of both, I shouldn't have to worry about it, really. I actually had a customer give me almost a full brick of 12 gauge steel. They look like copper, but they're steel from Russia. A customer of mine's like, hey, I don't need these. They're steel cased, copper looking Russian 12 gauge. I got a whole box up there that originally were $7.29 for the whole box. He didn't need them, so he gave them to me. They're from the 90s, I think, or 80s, something like that. They're not as old as I thought. Sorry, I had a hair in my mouth earlier. They tend to get in there sometimes. It felt like a beard hair because it was like thick. Yeah, I should check Brass Tech if I ever need anything more than what I have. That might be a good place to get some that you can't find. Like sometimes you can't find 28. I don't have any 28 gauges. I found a place for 24 just because I need to find them. I don't know if that was online. Well, it was online, but I'm trying to remember where it was. GB or if it was some other place. Magtech, yes, that company. That's what I have, Magtech. I have Magtech 12 gauge, Magtech 24 gauge. I don't have 10 because I think they're out of stock or don't make them. And then I have a little box of Fiocchi brass 410. One of them's loaded. I found them at an antique store. I don't know where I got Brass Tech from, but I was thinking it was closed. Close. It actually might be. It sounds like I've heard of that company before. I'm pretty sure. At least it seems like it's a company. Sounds good enough like it would be. Right? Yep. Uh-oh. Creator redacted one of his messages. What happened? I read that one, I'm pretty sure. 32 likes, 7 in the chat. Thank you for coming by, folks. Appreciate you. Jay says, could you just expand the 24 into 28 if you go slow enough? It's smaller. A 28 gauge is smaller than a 24. 24 is bigger. So the base would be the wrong size. Let's see here. Look, the track of the wolf will have a lot of your shotgun stuff in the brass. Correct. Yep. Yeah. I think that's where I got my Parker Brothers 10 gauge from. The creator does redact. What? Yeah, he redacted a message. I don't know why. I thought it was fine. I even read it, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. Did I get any alerts? I got Twin Gen Sid, 1000K subs loading. What else? Mike's Adventures, a video adventure channel I watch. Brain not braining, my bad. Oh, no worries. That was from which one? Oh, the 24. Yeah. Like you can do that with the top part of the brass. Like that 24, I have to lightly size it down on the tip because currently 24 is just a little too big at the spot where the brass would be. I mean the lead, but also the shell's a little too long. So I gotta shorten it and then anneal it like with heat and then put it through the dies, which extends it out probably by a 16th because it's ever so small. I probably have to make it a millimeter smaller all the way around. It's that much different. And then it should fit in the firearm. Let's see, I didn't mean to. I spelled water on my phone and the screen freaked out when I wiped it off. Oh, the screen. It still got water on it? The autocorrect ain't even working. I need to go out to that range again, though, to shoot the 338 some more. They extended it out to 750 now, and it's currently only at 500, which is a piece of cake. So we need to stretch it out. Load up the good old Maggie here. I think this fits maybe 6 in it. 5. Accurate Mag. It's a Ruger brand. I have 3 mags for it, but I don't know where the other 2 are. Probably in the big case that it's in, that came with. Yeah, we need to stretch that out some more. That thing's fun to shoot. Not a lot of recoil for what it is. That thing is loud, even with the muzzle brake. people around are like, ooh, big rifle. Because you're not allowed to shoot a 50 BMG over there anymore. You used to be able to. But that one's a 338, so I'm allowed to. Now, maybe if you're an RO and you went there on a closed day, you might be able to. You used to be able to do full auto there too. And unfortunately, they quit that. So I have a friend who has some World War One, and he was asking me where he could take him to sight in his to do ballistic testing, and so I was showing him a place. I don't know if he used it though. I need to take him out there sometime. I just met him the other day. I need to take him out there. He collects World War One full autos. It's neat to see his shop. He does a lot of custom fine tuning, reloading. Like he's got a huge digital scale that's like probably 10 thousandths of an ounce, or sorry, 10 thousandths of accuracy maybe on his scales. It's crazy accurate. 10 thousandths. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, I need to get you guys some more shooting content for the channel, for the boys and the girls. I think there's 6% is girls that watch my channels, ladies. It used to be 7, it went down, but that's probably because YouTube has been filtering the system, so it went down ever since then. It's down to 6%. Andrew says you can try that one. Try what? We're gonna try? I still didn't get alert from you, creator. From Instagram if you sent something. My phone doesn't show any alerts. Yeah, I can't remember if I changed it to Desert Armory and More for the channel. I mean, for the name as well, or if it's still under Jerome Grunwald. It's not empty because I have some shooting videos on it. Maybe one hiking one. I can't remember. I need to post a lot more on there. On Instagram. I don't have any of that stuff posted on Facebook. I don't use Facebook that often. Instagram, I only do it for I'm just starting to get gun content on there. That's the only thing I have on there. Yeah. Anyways. Maybe check again. Well, you'd usually, like, I'm pulling down my screen up at the top. Oh, there we go. I got an Instagram in from... It's someone that just started following me. Are you a John? I won't say your last name, but are you a John? If you're a John, I just got a follow. Is that you? I just got a follow by someone named John. Yes, okay. I won't say your last name for privacy. Evan's like, uh-oh. Jingleheimer? What? What's a Jingleheimer? I heard of Oppenheimer and Alzheimer's and Alzheimer's and old timers. Jacob Jingleheimer. What? No, that's not what this is. I won't say his last name. All right. I can't follow you back without signing out. So you probably had to follow me first, and then I have to accept it before you can send me anything. But I'm on a live, so. Excuse me. Well. I was just thinking about you, Ammo, because I was talking about Instagram, and what popped in my head was you. I need to collab with you again, because I can't go live on there because I don't have 1,000 followers. I think I have maybe like 250 now, maybe 300. You have to have 1,000, I think. Yep. Nobody knows that. My bad. No, I don't know that one. Maybe Ammo does. Appreciate you coming by, buddy. Thank you for sharing the love, showing the love. I try my best to do that to everyone that I get alerts for. Yours is one I do all the time, so I get alerts. I know it's been forever since I've heard it. JMac. Okay. Know what? I don't know what. If you're like Murray, he says, guess what? And I'm like, what? And he's like, chicken butt. I don't know what. Watch him say the same thing. Hey, what's up, waiters? And I'm proud to be an American. Gracias a Dios. Yes, sir. Thanks for coming in, waiters. How you doing? Did you get the alert? Were you scrolling? How did it come in? Because I've been on an hour and 45 minutes. Proud of ICE. Real. Not going to lie. Me too. And I'm glad for CNN. They fessed up that they messed up. They said, oh, sorry. We see now from the other angle, from the body cam, that it was in self-defense. CNN put their big boy panties on. Yep. I have to take a call. I'll be back around 10 minutes. Okay, see you in a bit. Just got done snowboarding today. Pretty tired. Yeah, that would be tiring. I've never done it, though. Seen it on my live thread. Oh, you didn't get the alert. What's up, the hen? Hey, not sure. How are you? Not sure how M? Hen Hoss, how's it going? Thank you for coming by. This is Desert Armory and More. We do gun content. We do hiking, cave exploring, mine exploring, all that good stuff. Freedom, right? I have got 2 donkeys. Sometimes they're on the channel. And then my dog Skittles. He's a red Queensland healer. He's on a lot. And Canella is sometimes. She's a German Shepherd. Howdy from Texas. Oh, yeah. Woo, Texas. Let's go, Texas. Though not sure how I got here. Hey, you got here. Glad you did. Thank you for joining. If you're not subscribed, appreciate you if you could. I'm Pro 2A. Hey, you're in Texas. You better be. I'm in Arizona, so I'm an Arizonan. We are very much 2A in this state. We got no restrictions pretty much. It's a blessing. I lived in Cali for 12 years, and ooh, that was a problem. Before that was here in Arizona. You're a girl. Hey, no problem there. We were just talking about how about 6 to 7% of my subscribers are ladies, or not subscribers, viewers. And my sister is an excellent shot herself. She loves guns. She's my oldest sister. She's only got one sister. She's 40. She shoots pretty good. Hen Hoss, what a rooster with a rooster? What? No, it could be a hen because hen have big cones too. Noise. Yep. And if you check out my shorts on YouTube here, I was teaching my niece, which is my sister's daughter, how to shoot a 22 pistol, a little Walther, and then how to shoot a little single shot that I have sitting on the table up there. We Americans take pride in our firearms. We do. Because we have that blessing here in America and freedom. Yes, sir. No, I really appreciate you coming in. I like it when girls show enthusiasm to firearms, or ladies. Like I said, though, I do outdoor content too. On this channel, I do a lot, and then my other channel that's on the pinned comments down below there, that's my second channel right there on the pinned comments. Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. And then if you click on it, it'll pop up with the website. Yeah, I do outdoor stuff there. All outdoor, just strictly outdoor. I don't do shooting stuff on there. There might be a couple guns in the background if I have a live, but we usually keep the firearms out of that one. That way, if YouTube has a fit with this one, because I do, I still have a backup channel for my outdoor stuff. Yeepers. I'm thinking about doing one strictly for all my handyman stuff. As a handyman contractor, I want to have videos for people that are like specifically repair stuff and like how-tos, like how to replace light bulbs, how to replace light fixtures, how to replace a kitchen faucet or doorknobs or stuff like that. Outlets. And I says, I'll check out everything. I'm a child of the 80s when 2A was normal. Yeah, that would have been normal. And 90s too, honestly. I'm from 1990. Just so. Well, sort of. I'm halfway in the year. I'm 35. And I've been around firearms all my life. Grew up with them. Dad grew up with them. We didn't have as many as I do. We had like 5. No, maybe not even 5. We had 1, 2, 3. We had 3 in the house. Let's see here. Ammo says 86. Oh, he's from 86, if that's what you're meaning. 81. There you go. How do you fix a knob? Well, like, okay, never mind. Like doorknobs. How to replace a doorknob? Thought about doing live at work, but I signed something saying I wouldn't. Oh yeah, see, it depends. Like I do lives in a lot of my rentals. I take care because nobody's in them. Or like the other day, I did some lives at a rental. Someone was there, but they were down in the tri level downstairs. I was upstairs. Slav. Yeah, Evan. Evan, we know. We know. That's why I said what I did. Uh-huh. Whoops, sorry. Did I clear my throat there? Excuse me. Sorry. Nice safe. I have a Winchester. This one is a Yukon Gold by Browning. You coughed that out. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep it PG here, folks. Yeah, this one's a Yukon by Browning. It was from Sportsman's. Waiter says, "Oh wait. Emma says, yeah. Sometime I got cool customers that want me to go live. There you go. My dad got me a slingshot for my birthday when I turned 6. Pellet gun when I was 7. 22 when I was 8. Got upgraded as time went on. Awesome. So I got a slingshot when I was 5. My 5th birthday. I still have that slingshot. 30 years old. It needs a new band on it, which it's been replaced numerous times since I've had it. The first one I got on that day was not quite the right slingshot, so we replaced it for a different one. Pellet gun. Us 3 boys got it for Christmas 6 months after I got that slingshot. It's a 10 pump Daisy. Still have that. Doesn't work though. The bars I service. Oh, there you go. I actually meant a knob, but someone that doesn't learn. Oh, that type. Evan's like, oh, yeah. Unfortunately, some of our minds went to the gutters on that one. Unfortunately, I think most of us it did. Sorry, folks. And says, I looked into learning how to make ammo when the runner ramped up and they started limiting how many boxes we could buy. I'm just getting into it myself, Henhouse. I load up my 338 Lapua. I make my own 25 rimfire from 17 WSM. I just had a box of it right here. 25 rimfire. I make it out of these right here. It's backwards. Sorry. I'm laughing so hard. Yeah. And then I load up my 3220 and my 2520 for these lever actions here. I have dies for a lot more, but I need to sort through it. I need to get some dies for some and buy projectiles for a lot. See, my first firearm was a $22 Savage rifle, all black. Hey, mine was too. My official firearm that I purchased when I was 18 is up there on the table. I'm 35. Got it when I was 18, so I've had it a little while. It's a Savage bolt action Mark II. Let's see, it's pretty involved, so I'm not ready for that, but interested in it. So, Henhouse, I wanted to get into it, but I was like, it's so expensive to start up. But then one of my local gun stores closed down from alleged straw sales and selling to third parties and all this. And it sounds like it's sticking. So when they closed down, their gunpowder and dyes and stuff got shipped to this pawn and gun shop that I go to. And they were selling it half off whatever their sticker said. So if the sticker of a 5-pound powder said $120, it was half of that. So I only paid $60. So I was like, now's the time. So I bought a whole bunch of powder from them, and then dyes I get as I go. I never bought one. I inherited mine. Yeah, I've never inherited anything yet. When my grandpa passed, there was one more firearm, but my grandma wanted to keep it for now. It's a 44 Magnum Blackhawk from the 50s. Let's see. Mine Savage was a semi-auto 10-round mag, always jamming though. So, waiters, when I bought my 22 bolt action, I was like, I don't want to get the Savage semi-auto because it's probably going to jam, and I didn't have the money for a 1022, which is like the best. Ruger's one of the best semi-automatic 22s. I didn't have the money for one, so I went and got a bolt action. And then I'm glad I didn't get the semi-auto. But I debated it. And it's a 10 round as well, my bolt action. Oh wow, that's awesome. Yep. Let's see. Brantley says, "Hey, I'm back. Looks like you were on your same stream." Yep, same stream, hour and 55 minutes. 9 people in, 36 likes. Does powder have to be kept in a dry, dark area? I don't know about dark, but dry, yeah. Thankfully, Arizona's fairly dry. Anyways, you have a 10-22 Ruger rifle, love it. Yes, I have 2 of them. I've got a black one with a scope in here that I got used, even though it was pretty much brand new. It had that sticker on it there, as well as that one there. And then I bought a wood stock one with the stainless. I don't shoot that one a lot because I bought it as it's the 75th anniversary. I bought it like a year and a half ago. I grew up using a 10-22 wood stock stainless when I was 6 or 7 was the first time I fired it. My dad got one years ago. And so I wanted one to remember shooting growing up. So I bought one. It was finally on sale at Turner's. And so I purchased it there. But yeah, like as the sign says, YouTube, not for sale. Nothing's for sale here. Educational purposes only. All right, I agree. My sister had a mini Ruger 22LR. It never jammed. They're pretty rare. It's pretty rare. And you can put a big old banana clip, even though it's a magazine. I have 2 of them, and it'll fire the whole thing, no problem. Bolts are reliable. Correct. So, like, if that's, and they're more accurate than a semi-auto, at least for rifle cartridges. 22, maybe not quite as much, possibly because they're usually a longer barrel. But definitely for hunting rifles, bolt action is more accurate. My opinion, I think Ruger makes the best 22s. Yes, I believe so for rifles. My sister's Ruger used the box mag. Correct. All of them do. They're about that wide, about that long, about this tall. They're a rotary mag inside. Isaiah 4110 just got positive readings. What's I'm not sure what that one is. Isaiah 4110. Believe it or not, I've never shot a 22. Kentucky, you've been underneath a rock? Have you shot a 223? That's a 22. Mm-hmm. It's a 22 projectile. Or a 5.56. I lie. I did buy a bolt action 30-06 on paper once. Pawn shop came with a Leupold scope. There you go. Kentucky, are you American? Yeah, Bentley, what is that reference? Isaiah 41:10. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, and I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Nice. I like it. I've shot many bigger calibers. Kentucky, though, have you ever shot an AR-15 with 223 5.56? I bet you $100 you have. That is a 22 projectile. Ta-da! Now you know. Never wanted to buy one, though. What? Of course I have. Told you. That is a 22 projectile. Now you know. I've been trying to find a deer rifle cheap, under $200 to $300 in the pawn shops down here in Mississippi. One of these days, I'm going to try to go back to home and see what Arizona pawn shops. Andrew, yeah, we need to hook up when you do, because I'm in the same stomping grounds you were at. Jerome, what's up, brother? Not much, just shooting the breeze. 22 on steroids. Yes, it is. They crack different though. Well, yeah, obviously, but the projectile is 22. The biggest gun I shot was a 416 Rigby. Oh, dude, that's an elephant gun. I would love to get a 416 Rigby or a 458. What is that one? It's a 458 something. They made it in a Winchester mag and then something else. If you get the other one, it'll shoot both. But if you get the one, it won't shoot both because it's more powerful. Good thing you don't want to buy because YouTube, nothing is for sale. Correct. See? Nothing is for sale ever. Can you read that? I even wrote it backwards. That's why it looks weird. There you go, an H&R. Yeah, or H&H. Oh, well, that's a 375 H&H, but I think they had a few different ones. Somebody in the chat, I don't know if it's this chat currently or definitely one of my subscribers, has the 375 H&H, and they asked me if I could find some at the gun show. It was outrageously priced, but I do know somewhere who has a box of 20 of them for $50. Let's see, for someone who isn't super knowledgeable on ballistics, in what way is a 5.56 a 22? The projectile size. So a 223 and a 5.56, they're both a 22 caliber. Kentucky, the bullet, the diameter of the bullet. Yep. Yes, that is a big gun. A 416 Rigby. Sounds like playing, brother. I'm hoping this year. Awesome. So actually, I don't know. Do you guys follow FAL Man? He's from Central Arizona. He's like, he came in here like 3 lives ago, and I mentioned, yeah, we need a hookup, and he's like, hey, let's hook up next weekend, as in this coming weekend now. So he's supposedly, we're going to hook up sometime and meet up somewhere and either go cave spelunking, shooting, all the above. I don't know. Trump is a collector only. I shoot too. Follow Hickok 45. Oh, I do. Kentucky Life, I need to spend some time learning ballistics. Thank you for the info, y'all. There's a guy that shoots a M82 and 416 Barrett occasionally at my local range because it goes out to 1,000 yards. Yeah, that would go that far. There's a Shytac too. They make a 375. Is it Shytac? In a four something Shytac, a 408, I think it is. Those are expensive though, the gun and the rounds. What's that guy's handle? I'll subscribe to him. His handle is Tactical Arms Room 24. I think. No, Tactical Arms Room 9. Arms Room 24 is another, but he's not over here. He's been stationed in Fort Huachuca sometimes. No, this other guy is, his channel name is FAL Man, which it'll probably pop up. If you put FAL, like as in the firearm, that's the FAL Man. But his handle is at the Arms Room 9, I believe. At the Arms Room 9. Also follow ASP, Active Self-Protection, Good Knowledge for Self-Defense. ASP, don't think I follow that one or subscribe. Although there's a lot on Instagram that I followed that I'm not really sure what it's for. M82 is like 8K on a good day, 10K normally. Yeah, it's like a Barrett. I mean, a good Barrett's like a single shot. I don't know if they make a single shot one, but I'd say a single shot 50 BMG. The cheapest is like maybe 3.5K. Kentucky Ballistics has a huge gun. Yeah, he does. I think it's called a 950. It's a JDJ 950. Yeah, something like that. Only 3 on the face of this earth, and he has one of them. He's got a lot of rare ones like that. Check it out. Desert ASP is a good channel to understand self-defense. FAL, yeah, FAL, not FLA. FAL Man or the Arms Room 9. The Arms Room 9. The 950 JDJ is a cannon. Yes. He sets it on that ironing board looking thing to shoot it. I've never seen one of those in real life. There was someone on here claiming they had one at one time, and I'm like, you have a JDJ 950? And I'm like, there's only like 3 to 5 on the planet. Yeah, there's not that many of them. They're pretty rare. They're definitely for collectors only.
Right, Russell, right. It's right on. Yes, sir.
Do I look bad? Then put my hoodie on. Oh, yeah. Now we're walking the streets.
As I walk through the road, Gangsta Grunwald coming into you, mate. Peace out.
Everybody's going to be like, what the world? I'd be gangsta now, mate. Probably 700K or so for the 950. I have no idea. It's a modern gun. I think it came out in the 80s or 90s, but yeah, it's just so rare. I don't know if there's a place you can look at the value on those since they're so rare. Probably, I wouldn't doubt it. You couldn't shoulder shoot the 950, can you? So Russell, every time people ask Kentucky about it, he's like, "Well, I did arm day yesterday, so my shoulders are tired. But any day, other day of the week, I could do it because I eat recoil for breakfast." But it's like it hits them. Doesn't it hit at 400 foot-pounds into your shoulder? Because I think he said his other one, the 4-bore is like 250 pounds hitting you. And I almost think he said the JDJ is 350 or 400. My friend had a 500 mag of a hand cannon. Waders. I got one in here. I have videos of it. I also have a 460, 350 foot-pounds of recoil. There it is, 350. Yeah, I knew it was somewhere around there because his 4-bore is 200 or 210, something like that. And he said that his, I think, the JDJ was right around 350. Yeah, my 500, though, is not a Smith & Wesson. It's a Magnum Research BFR Pillager. It's got the type where it has that really long magazine or cylinder on it that they just drill different bores for either 30-30, 444 Marlin, 350 Legend, I think, too, and some other weird stuff. 500 Magnum. They also have a 500 JH or something, or RDH or something, some weird 500. I forget what it is. It's not very common. But that's in the smaller frame. I just watched it today, is why I have the information. I'm not that smart. No, I was right on then, because I said it was like 350, 400. I'm just going by what he said. Yeah. He has the other one, though, that I don't know if he ever said how much recoil, but it varies how much powder he puts in. His punt gun. What are your thoughts on the 454 Casull? JHR, there it is. What I said JRJ or something like that, or JHR. I was close. I knew it was those acronyms of something. So, Clausen, my grandpa had a 454 Alaskan Ruger when we were growing up. And he was like comparing it with the 500. And I don't know if the 480 was out yet, because Ruger has a 480 as well. But I don't think that was out yet. And he bought the 454. When he passed away, my uncle got it, which is fine. But it is a very hot round. Now, it's not as hot as the 460. But I have shot the 454 quite often. Not as much as the 460 because it's hard to find ammo. Because my 460 fires, which I have a video about it, my 460 fires 460 Magnum, it fires 454 Casull and 45 Colt. Let's see here. I wanted to get a Smith & Wesson 686 revolver 357 mag. I like the way it looks. Me too, especially if you get the deluxe with the 7-shot. Probably your next handgun. Yeah, there you go. They make a 450 JHR, I believe, as well. I haven't heard of that one. But yeah, Ruger makes a 480 Magnum. That's hard to find ammo for, too. It was a revolver, which I'm not sure why they made it. I guess they made it to compete with the 460 Smith & Wesson, probably. Hardest hitting pistol I have to a polymer 357 was double tap ammo that split the webbing of my son's thumb. Ow! A polymer. 357 SIG then? Because I don't know if I've ever seen anything that was a polymer grip that shot 357 Magnum. The Linebaugh cartridge are well. Yes. Linebaugh. There we go. Yep. I forget what cartridge that was made in. I have heard of the Linebaugh. Is it 450 Linebaugh? It might be. It is an Eagle 357, can convert to 4458 with conversion kits. Yeah, that's what's nice about those. J-Dog he used to have a 50 AE, and he got a 357 Magnum Desert Eagle instead, which is the same design, just maybe a little smaller, at least what he has. My Desert Eagle is a 9mm, and it's a different design. Oh, it's a mag made by Taurus. They make a polymer. I did not know that. What's up, CC Motion? How you doing? It's doing pretty good. 350 line ball and the 450 line ball and the 500 line ball, I believe. There you go. Papa has the same 357 Magnum. Oh, that's a revolver. Yeah, the polymer revolver. Yes. Is his a 357 though? I think so, because they also made that in a 45. It's called the Judge polymer. My pawn shop had one, and someone else has one too on eBay or YouTube here. I don't know why I said eBay. And I asked him how he likes it. It was the tan polymer, the one I saw. It does the 45 Colt as well as the 410. It uses a hell of a weapon. Yeah, a lot of them are. Is 357. Okay, yeah, I remember him having it on there first time I came across Papa Pew Pew's, the polymer 357. Mine is the tan one. Okay, there you go. Yeah, the 45 Colt 410 one I saw at the pawn shop was a tan, and so was one that someone had on a channel the other day. 8 in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Please double tap that screen. We're only a couple away from 40 likes. Mine says 38 likes. Yours probably says 39. Who knows? Thanks for coming by, CC Motion. How you doing, by the way? Let's see. I'm trying to see what your profile picture are. Are those some Black & Decker drills? It almost looks like it. Desert Eagle's more for show. No real practical thing about selling it at 686. Correct. Unless you get the Desert Eagle I have. It's a different design made by Magnum Research and IWI. Made in Israel. It's the Desert Eagle Baby. It's called the Jericho. What was Clint Eastwood's gun? It was a Smith & Wesson 60-something model. I forget. It was a 44 Magnum. You can get that 357 for only a few cheeseburgers. I forget how much the polymer 45 410 was. Russell, he was a Smith 44. Yeah, but it was a model 64? 67? I can't remember. The Dirty Harry. That's probably the one you're talking about. It was a 44 Magnum, yeah. It was a 60-something series, if I recall. Anybody remember Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry 44 Mag? I've never watched the movie, so I don't remember, but I don't remember what model. Google it. Yeah, there you go. Google it real quick. I can't. I'm on a live with my pals and gals. Brantley, make my day punk. Make my day punk. Get off my lawn. It was revolver 357 mag. Oh, you want one? I have one. Unfortunately, the site broke on it somehow. I need to contact Ruger and see about it. It's a single action Blackhawk new model. It's a Ruger Blackhawk new model. I have it out off and on. It's currently in the door in here. It burrs. Oh, Ammo Alchemist just went live. How's this stream going? The highest we got was 15, I think. Waiter says, nice. Okay, just a second. I'll throw up a short real quick. About what? Be right back. Okay, see you in a little bit. Hopefully not too long, because we might give out here shortly. Did you watch Gran Torino by Clint? Gran Torino. Doesn't that have a Gran Torino car in it? Making his day. Yep. I've been in with FAL Man having some deep philosophical discussions. Yeah, he just had a really good one just like day before yesterday. I was in there for a little bit. 40 likes. Awesome. Shows 39 on my side, but that's how it is. Would love to have a FAL. Yeah. It's not very powerful. It's just a 308. Just a real FAL is expensive. What's up, Murray? How did you just start? Because I just got the notification. Murray's back in the house. Murray, no. I started 2 hours and 14 minutes ago. That's YouTube for you. Instead of sending the notification out right away to everybody, they have been sending it out throughout the live while I'm on. That has messed with the views like crazy too. FAL or M1A? I'd go with probably an FAL. It's more accurate. An M1A actually is not that accurate. It does maybe 2 MOA, 2.5. It's not very accurate. An FAL will do 1 MOA or better. Now, maybe some of the M1As are more accurate, the SOCOM editions, because they have better barrels. I'd rather have an M1A or an M14. Aesthetics wise, yeah, I'd probably want an M1A or an M14 just because I like wood. But yeah, the other would be better, I think. What's an MOA? Minutes. It's like how accurate it is in 100 yards. So within 100 yards, it does a 1 inch circle, a 2 inch circle, a 3 inch circle. YouTube is like Reddit. Oh, is it? I don't know. I've never been on Reddit. Well, I have, but I didn't realize the difference. M1A is just a shortened M4. It's also M4 is the military version of the M1A. I'm gonna hop, but I'll look for your next live and check your channel out. Thanks for letting me hang out. No worries. Appreciate you coming by, Hun Hoss, the Hen Hoss. Thank you so much for showing up. It means a lot to the channel. I'm glad a couple new people are coming in off and on. And it's just one thing I noticed with YouTube, they're definitely playing around with anything like the 2A platform, especially if they're alive. It really ticks me off. Yep, correct. Shadow ban for 3 months, me. And then once Gemini took over a month ago, it's everybody's 2A and religious tanked, including a lot of other channels have tanked too. I was just looking at a short of a guy that does inspections up in Gilbert, Phoenix. He said that his channel has tanked dramatically after the algorithms took over. See you soon. Okay, see ya. Let's see, M14, stupid autocorrect. The M4 is a military AR. Oh, that, yeah. Well, we were talking about an FAL versus the M1A, but yeah, because an M1A isn't that a like a Garand, but the new version of it? M1A. I believe the M14 was first, and the first MA1s use SUGI parts are worth more. M4 is the short military version of M16. I know, right? AR-15 is the civilian version of the M16. That's correct, yeah. Why are silencers illegal? Even if you ask a liberal that, I don't think they can answer it. Why are they illegal? They're not. Like, it depends where you're at. Like, my state, they're legal to have. Where I used to live in California for 12 years, they weren't. They're legal here. You just have to go the proper paperwork. But yeah, a decent amount of states don't want them, so they ban them, unfortunately. Now, you still have to register them as an NFA item, but right now there's no tax stamp. It's been dropped. They're legal. Yeah, I figure. Texas, too. Wyoming, Utah. Quite a bit of states are. They aren't like Hollywood. No, they aren't. It's not, and it's out. Yeah, it's not like reconnected there. Yeah, it is not like that, how it's just like that. No. That's why liberals don't like them, because that's what they think it does. The new M1As are shortened, improved version of the original M14s, which were derived from the M1 Garand. Yep. Just uploaded a video, and it's private. How do you make it public? So, to make it public, Brantley, once you're on your screen, on your short, those 3 little dots on the top, if you have an Android, I don't know how Apple is, the 3 little dots on top, you click that, it'll drop down with a window that says edit. There's where you can change it. If you don't have that, but you have YouTube Studios on your phone, you can edit in there as well. It's pretty much the same process. You click on the video, it has a little pencil, which is the edit, and then you can change it. Hard to believe you used to live in California. I did for 12 years. I'm from Arizona, though. I moved to Cali in 2012 from Arizona and came back last year. Murray says, oh yeah, how do you get to gems, those gifts, because of the west of my last time? I sent all those 100. I spent all my gems. I don't know how to get them back or how to get any of gems. So, Murray, you either have to purchase them or they get gifted to you, the gems. The purchasing is on the bottom right corner down here on your screen, at least for Androids. I think the M1A tanker is the short barrel version. Yes, it is. The tanker is the small one. There's also the Scout, which was in between the full size and the short, which is the tanker. Which I would either want a Scout or the full size. The only thing I found that's almost completely quiet is Subsonic 22 LR. Almost all you hear is the bolt moving. If you have a suppressor on it, yeah. So I have some CB shorts, which are quieter than regular shorts. If you'd put those on a suppressor, it'd be so quiet. But what's even quieter, Aguila has some that are called, I think they're called Crobolets or something like that. They're a short case with a dinky little bullet or projectile that, calibras. They're called calibras. All it fires from is the primer, not powder in the case. He put one, Civilian Tactical put one of those in a suppressed 22 and you couldn't even hear. It's like, that's all. Through sensor. There you go. Why would YouTube automatically make a video private? Brentley, it depends on your settings. You can change those settings. Most of that's done in studios, but not always. Why do you actually have to spend real cash on it? That's just how it is. Or you get gifted them, because once in a while, somehow YouTube gifts you them. No way, they are mechanically different from the original M1s. Mechanically, they resemble the M14 more. What about the 30 carbines? They have that same action. The M14 is a classic, bad for jungle warfare, though. Yeah, you'd want jungle warfare. What would you want instead? Probably an AK. YouTube, if you're watching this, please send me some gems. Yeah. Did you hear that, Gemini? Gemini AI. Murray needs some gems. Your name is Gemini. Send them over. You must have a whole thing full of them. Vietnam Wars know this. Correct. This too is known. That was when they first came out, waiters. The with the top handle, like the modern AR. But yeah, they have that top handle on them in the pop-up sight in the front, which my AR has the pop-up front, or not pop-up, but the solid fixed front. But yeah, that was when they first came out, and they didn't run quite as well. Simba says phone died. My bad. Bleep's getting crazy in Minneapolis. Oh, is that where that person was at? Where everybody was mad at it? Hey, do you have a weapon from Vietnam? Do I have any Vietnam? Is an SKS from Vietnam? Mine's not. Mine's a Chinese one. I don't think I have any Vietnam. That's one thing. I need to get some. I need to get a firearm from every war. Just because it'd be nice. I've got 3 from World War II. I've got 2 from Cold War, the SKS right here in my CZ52. I need one from Vietnam. There we go. The SKS from Vietnam. Yeah, but this one's a Norinco, so it's a Chinese. It's from 53 or 52. Yeah, 15 mics up the road. Oh, dude, that's got to be bad then. The M1 carbine is near mechanically identical to the original M1. Yep, just made smaller. The modern equivalent would be the Mini 14. It would be, you're right, but it's a 223, which is better than a 30 carbine because the Mini 14 shares more of its common with the M1 carbine than the M14. Yep, Simba, that goulash ready yet? Goulash. Hey, what's that, Orange Smoke? M7, that bleep's gone. Wait, I think you should make a challenge if somebody actually managed to get the gun that you don't have, then you would have to give them some gems. Huh, I don't know. Let's see, Waiter says, I watched a video about the M16 performance in Vietnam War. They said the ammunition there wasn't clean, gunpowder caused malfunction. You could be right. It's just bad ammo. Or when it came over, because it's so humid there, it got messed up with moisture. And 7, come on down. Bring your full kit. I'll find us work. Uh-oh, spaghetti. Corn soak. Simba. Yep. Oh. Weather and dirty ammo, bad combination. Yeah, correct. And then it was a fairly new firearm too. It came out in the 80s, right? Or late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, it was really damp over there. I just saw 2 Vietnam vets yesterday, day before that. I always thank vets for their service, especially Vietnam vets. My old landlord, he's passed away now, but he was a Vietnam vet. Then yeah, I met 2 day before yesterday. Thanked them for their service. One was in Lowe's. The other one was outside of Staples when I was returning something. Love learning about firearms. Me too. Yep. Oh, what we got? Both the M14 and M16 were pressed into service too early. They don't like me down there. If you someone with a red "Make Minneapolis Great Again" hat on, that's me. You actually have one? Originally M16 designed with 1958 or 59. Yeah, it was designed then, but I don't know when it really came out. But Colt bought it. They bought it. Oh, they bought the design in the 60s, but it didn't come out until the late 70s, right? The actual unit. Although there's one I've seen on Forgotten Weapons that looks almost identical to the AR platform M14, M16. After the GF riots. GF. Oh, George. Got you. Yeah, they had the riots over there too about that, huh? They're saying that it's another riot just like that, but for crackers instead of for the others. Still the same rule applies. I really want to own a M16A3. What's that? I forget. I won't say his name. George F. Yeah, we know what you mean. That was just as dumb as a box of rocks. He was OD'd. Anyways. Oh yeah, don't forget to go out to Drones Outdoors. Oh, Jerome's Outdoors Adventures. Yep. I watch those YouTube videos all the time and just nothing but outdoor videos. Yep. M16. Oh, it's a 3rd generation M16. Okay. The M16A3. I'm not real good at numbers. I'm slowly learning them all. Different of the models. Glock, I don't know if I'll ever learn those because they're so weird. They're so weird. Glock numbers are just wonky tonk. If you give me a wall full of Glocks and say, guess what that one is, just by looking at them, because I don't really know them very well, I'd be like through a camera lens. I don't know. Let's see. I was there for 3 months in full kit dealing with that bleep with no support. No fun going to sleep after all that scanning. No joke. Yeah, no joke. I forget. Were you an officer then, or still are, or security or something? Can't remember. Vietnam War was definitely deadly. I'm a dirty civilian. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. What does Candace Owen want? Just got an alert for something Candace Owen said. Anyways, nowadays it's the drones. Yeah. Speaking of drones, I was thinking about getting one for the channel eventually for my outdoor stuff. I know a couple outdoor channels. One of them was Desert Drifter. Unfortunately, he passed away. A drunk driver got into an accident with him in Flagstaff, and he passed like a year and a half ago or so. He's one of them that does it. Trek Planner, and was it Jason Drones Outdoors or something that lives in Arizona here? And he does them. So I might do some drone stuff eventually. But I just spent some on this gimbal, so next we'll save up for a drone probably. Or 3 is going to suck. Let's see here. Oh, Russell, I made your day short for you, my old dirty Harry. R.I.P. And I have my Palmer shown as well drone. Oh, the 357 Palmer, the little pocket carry Taurus. See, I looked at a Taurus 38 special that had the hammer. I think the hammer was maybe not. Some of those the hammer's cut off so it doesn't get cut. It's just single action full pull trigger. Anyways, it was a light though. It wasn't the Palmer. It was called the 38 Special Light. And I was looking at it at the pawn shop, and the guy told me, well, the problem that those lights have, if you're shooting them a lot, because they're made out of some type of aluminum, the frames can warp, and then the door doesn't want to close properly. So I'm like, don't want anything like that. It was a decent deal, though. I need to go to that pawn shop again. I don't go to that one as often because it's more pawn with gun stuff. The other one's mostly gun stuff with pawn stuff. I didn't even look at the pawn stuff at the other shop. Drones are cool. I just saw DJI got banned for national security reasons. What? Let me guess. They got sued because their customers were using it illegally. That's not DJI's problem. Kind of like Glock is getting sued for the switches when they're not the one who produced the switches. Let's see. Hey, check out the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. Do YouTube adventure stuff, kind of like your second channel, because I know you're going to be in his house well eventually, but you have to do outdoor stuff. The Outdoor Boys, yeah, I watch them. I'm subscribed to them. They had the best ones for civilian use. Yeah, my roommate has a DJI Air 3. It was $1,000. My hammer is bent, so doesn't snag. Oh, got you. For steel, handguns to polymer. Me too. Just better recoil handling. Yeah. Apparently that's not a Dirty Harry revolver. That's a Ruger Dirty Harry. Used a Smith & Wesson, and yeah, it did. Outdoor Boys is very comforting. Yep. I think it's because the CCP owned all companies in China, so they can use them to steal data. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. But anyways, we might have to start doing the live down. I don't know what your counter says on top, but mine reset at 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's set to like 15 minutes or something. It says 36 minutes on it now. It's weird. Outdoor Boys, Brett and Butter, and Honey. I also watched the Adventure Twins, Action Adventure Twins. They have a second channel called Action Adventure Channel. Action Adventure Channel. I watch both of theirs. They're cave explorers. Cave Chronicles too. But yeah, I'll probably be heading off, guys. I've been on like 2.5 hours. Anyways, got 6 people in here. I did say 7. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you coming by to Desert Armory More. We appreciate the subscriptions we got. We got a couple of them in. Thank you for the 51 jewels. I can't remember who donated those. I think there was a happy poop, and then there was a clapping hands. That was the 50. Anyways, you have a good night, guys. How do you remember my favorite gun? Murray, I do not remember on the top of my head. I forget. You're a real one. Thank you. Lego, how's it going? Didn't even know you were on. Appreciate you coming by. We also have the second channel that's on the pinned comment down there. It says Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Anyways, appreciate y'all coming by to Desert Armory More. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the shout outs, the sharing, and everything that you do for the channel. It means a lot, especially in times like right now where YouTube doesn't like our stuff. And check out all our content. We just posted a whole bunch of shorts on the Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Check it out. I think we put like 5 or 6 on this evening. I'll probably do some more sometime. And I need to put some more shooting ones on this channel from Christmas. So, yes, it does need to stop. Anyways, you can never go wrong doing what's right. And through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. Thank you all. You have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed rest of your lives. Till next time, folks, Desert Armory More is out. See ya. Bye-bye, folks.